tripod here. I'm starting my journey at the Waskahagan Trail. I have about 7 kilometers round trip, I think, to make to get to my geocache. So I'm gonna have quite a hike today. I think the air temperature right now is about -5. It's 7:30 in the morning, and I'm itching to get out there, do some filming, have a good time. So come with me on my journey. You won't be disappointed. I love how awe-inspiring this place is. I just came from over there, up that way, and yeah, just noticed my camera's running out of power, which isn't good. I might have to go to my backup camera for today. So I'm going to be quite limited as to the film I can make out here, but this is the way I go up here, down the trail. So I'll probably save this camera's power until I get to the fire tower for my breakfast. The sun is just starting to come up over there. It's beautiful. You should see it. The pinks beyond the trees there. I wish there was a spot where I could get to make it nice, make a nice shot of it, but so I'm going over there. It's not easy out here, walking with all this weight on me. I must admit, it's the start of my season for hiking, and I'm not really in shape. I should have been training this summer for it, but I didn't, so whatevs. I guess I'll go now. But I'm going out there. No, it's a cow moose with a calf over there. Really cool. You see that all the time out here. I love this. That is awesome. Probably not the ones I heard earlier, but neato, eh? Neato. The trail forks, so you really got to be paying attention to the signage. Yeah, if I didn't pay attention and I followed the wrong trail, I could end up lost out here. I know where I'm going. I've been here, well, I'd like to say I've been here 10 times, but 5 might be a closer approximation. But every once in a while, you'll come across a deadfall in your trail. But for the most part, they keep it pretty well maintained. Like the deadfall's cleared, and stuff like that, so that's pretty good. No hindrances along the way, that's for sure. You can see, cut that, I just cut them out as they fall across the trail here. Some more. I think it started off a little too hot this morning, because I'm starting to work up a sweat here. I had to get rid of my toque. I donned my boonie cap now, because I was starting to sweat up. I think I'll keep my my fleece on until I get to the fire tower, take it off, rest up a bit there. I wonder if I'll see anybody while I'm out here today. I don't normally do, but every once in a while I see somebody on these trails, which is really cool. It lets you know that you're not alone out here. If you were to, if you were to fall down and break your leg or hurt yourself in some way, you know that somebody would be along eventually. grassland. The importance of keeping hydrated on the trail. It's very important. Nice and cold. The Waskehagen Fire Tower. I don't know whether you can see it or not yet, but it's up there. I don't know how old this thing is, but it's pretty old and rickety, and I wouldn't suggest climbing up it. I might, in a bit here, climb all the way up there and get a good shot of the surrounding area, but it's pretty old and rickety, so this is where I'm going to have a rest, right here. Good little area. Looks like somebody's had a fire here recently. So yeah, that is it. The Waskehagen Fire Tower. There's converging trails here too, I believe. Or maybe it's just a game trail. But this is an excellent spot to take a rest because it's about halfway. Until the fuel vaporizes in the outside chamber and it starts coming out, it starts blooming out of these holes here. So, a beautiful day. I couldn't have asked for anything nicer than today. That's the way up. I don't know how sturdy this thing is. I don't think I want to climb up there, but it'd be a good view, I guess. Very good view. The thing I love about this place is how vast it is for where it is. I mean, I'm not even an hour from the city, and there is seriously hectares and hectares of freaking bush out here. It's beautiful. You know, you get out here and you really do feel like you're alone. You know, it's nice. One of these nights I'm gonna come and stay out here with my hammock once I get everything set up properly on that thing. I'm still gonna get my underquilt figured out because I hate sleeping on that stupid pad. It sucks. I'd be a lot warmer with an underquilt. Sure is taking a while for the water to boil. Been sitting here for almost 10 minutes now, and it's steaming, but it's not quite there yet.
Might invest in one of them jet boils or whatever. Mercury's dropped back down to 0. So it's getting it's chilly out here. Now that I'm sitting, I'm kind of starting to cool off here. But that'll be okay once I get some tea. And I'm gonna have some oatmeal. So I'll kind of keep them warm by this. Every once in a while I get a lick of flame out of there. And keep them. I have my oatmeal and my tea. So I'm gonna kick back and enjoy this, and I'll get it back on the trail.
So right here, the trail splits off. Waskahagen goes that way. I'm not sure what that trail is, but I have 2 geocaches down there. I'm not going to those today. I'm going to do maintenance on the one down here. It's about another hour hike from here down this trail. So this is the way we're gonna go. Keep coming up to these areas where it comes down into like a boggy, kind of marshy area. So I kind of have to tread carefully through here, as I don't know how high the water level is. Yeah, there's water. Just stepped in that water down there. But yeah, like you can see, that's probably the best bet to go there. Going across here. Remember that for the way back. Water.
That is so pristine. I don't know if you could drink the water out of there, but if you had a good enough filter, I'm sure you could. I don't know if you see that island out there, or yeah, I guess it's an island. Those pine tree or spruce trees on it. I always thought that'd be a good place for a geocache. Beautiful. What a beautiful day it is. I went the wrong way. Turns out I gotta head east. How far east do I gotta go? 610 meters, so like more than half a kilometer off track. That's pretty severe. If I could have kept going, I would have been way off track. I probably would have got lost. So it's a good thing I checked my GPS. And yeah, I guess I'll try and get back on course here.
I just spent about 45 minutes going around this marshy area. It's full of water. On the other side of them trees there's a big lake, and there was no way I could get through. There was a bunch of beaver halls and just waterways that they're too wide to cross. I couldn't jump across, and I didn't really feel like getting my feet wet, so I had to circumnavigate around it. Finally, I found a spot where the beaver hall was very narrow, so I just jumped across, and now I'm going through that on my way to my destination. It's not cool being off track out here. You know, even though I know exactly where I am, my GPS is going right now. I know that I'm 283 meters from where I need to be. But still, it just sucks because I don't know the exact way there, you know. So what could be a 15-minute walk could turn into a 45 or 2-hour walk, you know? So, decided to sit down and take a little rest. I just bushwhacked probably about 200 meters through the bush, and before that I was following various game trails. I believe I have to be on the other side. There's a lake or a little slough here, and that's where I'm supposed to be, is on the other side of that, because I'm only 161 meters from the crossroads where I have my GPS pointing me to. It's just tough going through there, man. Like, whew. Following little game trails and bushwhacking, it's tough. It's tough with all this weight on you. So I'm just taking a breather, gonna have some water. Down in here, she's frozen. It's making the water come out rather slow. Yeah, here. This lake. You should see it. Beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. But I believe the trail's over there somewhere on the other side. There's a slough here that I have to cross. So I'm just gonna take a little breather here and get back on it. I decided to keep following these game trails right to my cache location, because on further investigation I can't get across that over there to the trail. So I'm hoping up here in this little area there's a way to get across. Not like sitting on the chair at home, that's for sure. But there's no place, well, on a day like today, there's no place I'd rather be than out here. And this is why, I think this is why we do it. You know, you get out, you explore a bit, you get lost, so what? You know, you get off track, so what? You leave, you found it. Here's the trail. I'm back on the Waskahagan Trail. And the reason I can tell is because that log has been cut. That log down there, it's been cut. So, I'm 317 meters from my cache location. So, definitely did something right there by coming this way. My GPS, I have a bunch of forks marked out, but I wasn't using it because I figured, well, I know the way. I know how to get there. But I took a wrong fork and ended up half a click off the trail. This far south is not as well traveled as it is up on the north part. That's probably why I got turned around. Not turned around, but off course. Yes, that is what I want to see. Right there. Yeah. Well, I tell you, out in that slough area, you really had to watch where you put your feet. A few times I nearly twisted my ankle in there. Oh, if I would have done that, I would have been hooped. I would have been staying out here for a while. At least I told people where I was going, so if I don't make it back by tomorrow, somebody will come looking for me. Here's my cache. I wonder if anybody will be along today to see this or to find it. Who knows? I don't know if you can see that. There's the coordinates. North 53, 19, 298. West 112, 58, 427. And look, there's a travel plug in here. From Hong Kong. I'm gonna keep it moving. And looks like everything's pretty much watertight. Roof of 28. The last time anybody was here was the roof of 28 on April 21st. 1st, 2012. You know, I missed that. I really wanted to go on that, but it doesn't say who left the thing anyways. It's holding up. It's been out here 2 years now. 3 years. Beautiful. So I'll take that and I'll move it along. Get back to Hong Kong, where it's from. Go and put this back. Take a breather, and I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
So what a great little spot just to sit and relax and think. You know, there's nobody out here for miles. And I can just come out here and stop here and think, sit, relax. You know, take a load off after a busy week. I mean, there's nothing out here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I got this nice log to sit on here. And usually when I come in, it goes down a little bit there. Blocks it nice from the wind, so I can set my little stove up down there, make some tea. But yeah, this is my spot, my little spot. It's great.
So, I'm heading out, leaving my spot for another year. By the way, if I were to follow the trail up there, that way, I would get to where I shot the video for it's a night walk, I think, in the sanctuary. That's where, and this is where I came, actually. I came up to here, but I remember my memory card got full, so just wondering how this little camera's gonna do for footage. I know my good camera is dead now, so I might have about 2 or 3 minutes left in it. And the batteries are wearing out on this one too, so I might end up having to stop filming here. But that's okay. If I have to stop filming, I'll roll in a slideshow or something.
Apparently, I have some more power left. I found some batteries, so I popped them back into the other camera, and I'm gonna just record what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna have some lunch. I'm back at the fire tower now. I have about a 2-hour hike out of here, so I have a little bit of time to kill. It's like 5 minutes after 1 o'clock, and I needed to stop. that bushwhack killed me. I'm really really out of shape, so I'm just gonna cook up some lunch here and have a rest, probably about an hour. Then I'm gonna get out of here.
Strange came by night. Bound away out of sight. Took a path through the fields. Pulled away. What was real?
This is my lunch. Mexican style rice and chicken. It smells really good. Holy. I'm looking forward to this big time. Thank you, Mountain House. Here's my stove in action. And it works pretty good, man. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that you can build something like that out of a pop can. Pretty crazy. I'd love to eventually, I'm gonna build a new one. I think this one's not as efficient as it could be. So my water, she's a boiling, and I'm gonna pop her into the bag here. Let's see if I can do this without spilling any. Not bad. Still a little bit of fuel left in there. So after this, I'm gonna boil up some water for some grog, whatever, hot apple cider. So I have to say, these meals, I tasted it, and it is so good. I'm just waiting now for my water to boil, and I can have a complete meal here. That is freaking one of the best meals I've ever eaten out in the bush. It's pretty good. Aside from like a T-bone steak or something cooked over the fire, that is so good. So I'm gonna enjoy that, and then I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna head out of here. So the next time I see you, I'm gonna be jumping into my hot tub. See you then, YouTube. So, roughly 5 after 4, and I started my hike at about 6:30 this morning. I did my intro at 7:30, and I'm home now. Oh, that was a long day of hiking, and this looks really, really inviting. So, Thanks everybody for tuning in. And see you later.
Chop 'em down, wrap 'em up. In a silver shroud. Strange coming back around.